In case of a bear market, is it profitable to put investment even if it's dumping? Is crypto legit to accept worldwide in case we want to invest long-term in coins? Thoughts on futures trading and your strategy on futures trading. What's a proper entry-exit plan if a possible beginner guide in spotting bull and bear market movements? Hey guys, so we are making this video while we are seeing Bitcoin still currently retrace from the highs of 64,000 US dollars, seeing it below 40,000 right now, and Ethereum also dropping from its all-time high, and BNB at a point where it's down by almost half from its highest point. And that being said, I want to give you context, I want to give you information so you get to decide properly on what should you do in the cryptocurrency market, and so you can decide with the right information, because at the end of the day, investing is all about getting as much information as possible and putting it together with your strategy and actually executing. So I'm answering some questions that you guys put out via my Instagram stories. For those who don't know, my Instagram is at Marvin Germo. I'm answering this first question that was sent out by Oy Vintot. Okay, so in case of a bear market, is it profitable to put investment even if it's dumping? So based on your question, it feels like you are asking this from an investment standpoint, not really a trading standpoint. So I will qualify this and I will answer this question as an investor first. Then maybe later on, if there are questions about trading, we're gonna answer it from a trading standpoint also. As an investor, it's always that you want to come in at the lowest price possible so that later on, your margin, your upside will be massively bigger and better. Now that we are seeing the crypto market still correct, it will always boil down to, number one, what are the coins and what are the tokens that you know so well? What are the ones that you have deep conviction in that the lower it is, the better for you to pick it also up? Meaning that you know the technology so much that if it's Bitcoin, what's the underlying reason on why you like it? Is it its scarcity? Is it because it's rare? Is it because it's superior than gold? Is it because there's so much printing of the dollar? What is your narrative on why you are buying it? So my suggestion to people who also are asking this, while the market is down, that's where your knowledge is for a particular coin and token will come into play. Because if you just bought it primarily because a lot of people have been talking about it, or you bought it also because it was low, or you bought it because we were hoping that it would go up, when times are good, when the market is bullish, when it's going up, it's easy to position because it's not so scary because there's no downward volatility. But please remember this, every time you enter the crypto market, drops like this will happen. Drops like this are normal. There were even larger and more severe drops in the past as compared to this. This is a large drop, I'm not mincing words about it, but compared to what happened in previous years, there has been larger drops also before compared to where we are today. Second thing that you need to understand is what's your risk tolerance. How much volatility can you take? Because no matter if it's a good investment, no matter if you understand it so well, but you can't take the volatility, you can't take the risk, you can't take the drop, then maybe it's not a good time for you to put in. It will always be a combination of your knowledge plus your amount of tolerance in terms of how shaky the markets will be. So if the answer is you can take this volatility, then by all means, it's a good way for you to also start and buy the dip. And maybe also the money that you have. If you've exhausted already your cash, you're trying to dip into savings that's not supposed to be in the crypto market, or you are like what other people are doing, getting into debt just to be able to invest in it, then that may not be a very, very good idea. My suggestion in all of this is if you want to dabble right now, it still has to be money that you've genuinely allocated to the crypto space way before this drop happened, way before this massive pullback happened. Number 4, I'll just add this as a bonus. Of course, it's very, very interesting to look at the charts when there's a certain support level also that's holding, it's very, very important also that you're not specifically putting it while it's massively dropping, but you can come in while it's either reversing from its downward push or it has hit a level of support. That, in my opinion, could be an opportune time also for you to be able to push. But I'll say this also, that no one can really spot where the bottom is, where the lowest point will be. That's why if you don't want to specifically time everything, as long as you tranche it well, as long as also you have a sense of where it is from a technical analysis point of view, there's nothing wrong with that. Here's what I do know and what I've seen in my experience in the stock market. The deeper the uncertainty also, when everything starts to recover, the larger the possible upside. So Jen Pagsaligan, this is for you. Her question is crypto legit to accept worldwide in case we want to invest long-term in coins? So the entire essence of cryptocurrencies is that you are investing in something that's decentralized, meaning that as long as you hold your coins and tokens in a wallet where you own the private keys, where you can transfer it anywhere, where you could also use it to pay other people using your particular wallet, the coins that you have there is something that's for you already forever. And that's what's interesting about cryptocurrencies, because if you look at it and you compare it to gold, for you to have just say millions of pesos or millions of dollars in gold, you would have to store it. The larger the amount that you are storing, the larger the storage space that you need. Pero hindi lang yun, you need to actually secure it. Unlike for cryptocurrencies, you could get the same amount but with no storage at all. You could probably put it in a hardware wallet where you could store it in a physical device, or it could be in a hot wallet, which is just an app in your phone or in your laptop. So both of them will work, and as long as you have them, you would be able to transact and send money at any given point in time. If you want to check some hardware wallets, I'll put the link in the description below, but they're generally either Trezor or Ledger. I just want to go back also to your question asking about is it legit to accept worldwide. Please remember this, it's decentralized, it's borderless. It does not matter if you're sending money from Bonifacio Global City to Makati, the person's wallet is in Makati, or you are from Bonifacio Global City sending your coin, your token to someone who's in New York City, or from New York City to Milan in Italy. The distance does not matter. The city, the state, the country does not matter when you are sending it. Imagine you are an OFW. Imagine the hassle of changing bank accounts, but when everything is stored in your wallet, you can take that with you wherever you go, and you could be relatively safe as well, and you could transact it wherever you go. Government regulations though are a different story. As you've seen it also, China once again posted that they want to ban Bitcoin, but they've been doing that over and 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 over again. But the fact that it's decentralized, it's outside the money system. Sydney Yabalan, this is for you. His question is this: thoughts on futures trading and your strategy on futures trading. So full disclosure, I don't do futures trading. For the cryptocurrency market, I just trade spot. Even in the stock market or any other asset class, I don't do futures in it. I guess that goes back to my background as someone who started investing in the Philippine Stock Exchange over a decade ago. I know that there's such an allure sa futures market because it allows you to leverage. It allows you to have the possibility to earn a lot even if you put a small amount of money, and konting galaw lang, you could possibly still earn more. I always look at the downside first. If I figured out the downside, if I figured out the amount of risk that's there, then my upside will be a bonus. In futures, totoo, you can make a lot of money, but just a few swings downward, you can get liquidated, and either you lose everything or you could lose a large amount of money. And over the past few days, when we saw a lot of volatility in the crypto markets, those that lost a lot of money were those that were highly leveraged, that were liquidated also out of their positions. Futures work for some people, but it's not something for me. If you want to enter the futures market, I highly encourage you, know a lot, spend a lot of time in technicals, only put money that you can afford to lose, and don't be blinded by just the upside of the amount of money that you can earn to it. Don't focus on the greed of just actually earning more. What's a proper entry-exit plan if a possible beginner guide in spotting bull and bear market movements? I've been posting a lot of videos on this, and you can also backtrack my videos in the stock market where we highlighted technical analysis. Basically, technical analysis is the study of people's reaction to a certain asset class, people's sentiment, whether they're optimistic, excited, and willing to buy it at a much higher price, or where they're pessimistic also and they don't want to buy it and all they want to do is just get rid of it, and you see stocks go lower. Whatever styles that I've been using in the stock market is the same thing that I'm using in the cryptocurrency market. It's all about building support and resistances. I want to buy a stock very, very close to the support. I want to avoid that stock the closer it is to its particular resistance. The difference lang sa crypto market as compared to the stock market, I think the swings from the resistance to the support is very, very fast. And I also think that every time a support does not hold and it starts to break down, the downward push also is stronger. But same lang. So I could use also moving averages as a substitute for me compared to drawing my own support and resistance. I could also use and draw trend lines for me to find reversals. So everything that I have been using in the stock market, from MACD, RSI, ADX, ADO, Chaikin, Parabolic SAR, Bollinger Bands, I've been using also in the crypto market as a way for me to be able to deploy capital in it. That being said, if you want to know more about technicals, we have a course for that which is happening this July. It will be live, it will be online, it will be via Zoom. The links are in the description below if you want to join us. But everything that I mentioned, from candlesticks all the way to Bollinger Bands, we will talk about there. And it will not just be purely for the stock market, it will be something that will be custom fit also for the crypto space, because I've seen a lot of people like you guys who are so interested on using technicals and apply it to the cryptocurrency market. That being said, another event that we're having, it's already next Friday. It's the largest investment conference in the country, Icon 2021, where we have Randall Chongson, Tony Herbosa, David Lichu, Rex Mendoza, Diwa Gunigundo, JP Billones, Ramon King, and so much more share their insights on investing. So if you want to join us, the link is also in the description below. And if you want to invest in the cryptocurrency market, check out Binance. I've placed them down below for you to be able to dabble into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies as well. And if you want to grab a copy of my book, they're available via Shopee, and you can check them out down below as well. I've written 5 books about the basics of the market, about the basics of technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and everything else in between. So there, I hope that this time of me answering your questions and sharing my ideas towards the cryptocurrency market is something that will help you. And I do hope that we are on a Sunday, we are on a weekend, that you are spending the time to learn, that you're spending the time to grow, and you're spending the time to make yourself better. Because at the end of the day, the more you learn, the more you actually earn, and the more conviction also that you will have when it comes to the stock market and the cryptocurrency market as well. So that's it for now. This is Marvin Gerbo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, and God bless you all.